Alright, we're ready for game 1, and now I'm meeting that really nice painted army and really nice modeling. The Japanese Empire army. So, first off, he didn't have a single cannon, and that was just brilliant for me. I have just now 2 dragons, 1 dragon mage and one archmage on the moon dragon. This is the list to the Australian player with just a small modifier. I have some reavers when he don't. That's more because the models I had available. This is the first time I will play high elves. Well, first time I play it on the battle report anyway, and I guess you will see more of it. I'm painting up my old army now, and trying to sort out how the meta is for high elves. So first off, you can see from his from the right to his left, he have some skirmish archers in the wood. He have a unit, I think it was Inner Circle Knight, I'm not quite sure, with a hero in there, a priest. You have a big block of halberdiers. Beside them you have a group of greatsword, which are it was really awesome. It was modeling like the samurais, and I love it. You have 2 detachment units with I think all just Hamilton shield or halberd. 1 unit of handgunners. Behind the hill, which is the giant Asian dragon, is really a lord on a griffin. So that was quite interesting. And the turtles, as you can see, I moved them up. I just managed to take the picture before he moved anything else. He have his chicken riders. So I had 3 of those. Here you can see my side. Most of it anyway. Down the left outside the picture I have some sisters. I have my bolt throwers put out separately. So 2 on the hill, 1 down there and 1 up by the other side. 15 archers on the hill. The BSB behind the hill. I don't really need it to do that when I think about it now, because I can be a lot more aggressive. It doesn't have a lot of shooting. My Frost Dart Phoenix in the center, beside 10 archers. Behind that we have the Archmage, and the red dragon is the Fire Mage. In the forest we have some archers, some reavers beside that, and a small group of 5 silverhams on the edge with shields and musician. So my plan here was, before I knew where to put everything, I put down my knights there to be able to push him around, because I started to deploy more on the other side, but even so, he just kept on to the one side he wanted to deploy. So I wasn't able to actually get some use of it, because I wanted to run up, run around, maybe push out his archers, or no, his handgunners or something like that, but he just slammed down his hippogriff riders, so it will be really hard to fight against them. So my plan there will be to just ward him away, try to buy time while I try to get some points on the other side of the table, and just try to take down one of his key unit at a time. A lot of my points are flyers. My general are on the eagle. Now my BSB are on the eagle. My 2 mages on the dragon, and the Frost Dart Phoenix. So a lot of points will be quite difficult to get for him. So I will just mostly need to don't get caught and fly around. Next up, he gets the first turn, as you might see. He just moved up everything. For some reason, he left his handgunners up behind. I was a little afraid that he will just move straight up into the house and just keep on that house, and from that he can attack a lot on the flanks and soften up that side a lot. Even though we have his griffin rider, hippogriff rider, so it won't be demigriff rider, so it won't be a problem anyway. But even so, he moved his archer up on the right and started to shoot at my sisters, and actually was quite nice with moving his own knights. I think he was afraid of taking dangerous terrain, because he just didn't even march out. He just moved out of the forest, no march, and really careful moving upward. Still Empire's turn in his magic phase. He didn't do too much. He did have some buff spells, so he just threw them on those blocks. I just let those go through, and they have the signature for heavens, I think it was, which he tried to take on my flyers. So I only waited to stop that. There's no point to stop hitting the buffs early, and I'm not going to fight them anyway. So we can go to High Elf turn 1, and I didn't move things too much around. And as you can see here, my main focus was I needed to make sure I can take down his fast things first. So my main priority was taking down his knights. So a lot of my shooting and magic went to that. I think that was fireball, and combined with archers and bolt throwers that took down a lot of knights and make his archer flee. So that was really nice. My sisters, I think they only lost one last turn, so I'm still 5 strong. So yeah. Either way, I got some shooting and spells off. As you can see, I thinned down some of the sword masters and some of the men-at-arm, not the men-at-arm, but some of the halberdiers there. So not too much. There's so many. It's really hard to take them down. When I look back at it now, I should really just be focusing. This is maybe one of the things I learned during the game. Be a lot smarter by what I need to focus down to actually get the points, because there's no point try to take down everything. With my flying style, I should just go after the heavy points. So you can see I actually took a lot of shooting on his halberdier unit, which actually doesn't give too much points. I should just focus everything on the swordmaster unit and don't care too much about all the other stuff. So this is how I moved. My reavers just went all the way back, so his demigryph won't be able to charge. The same, my Silverhams did the same thing, just backed off and trying to buy that flank one more time before he get into combat. Next up, the Empire turn 2. He tried to make a charge, but he failed it with his demigryph knight, so that's great for me. I think he even tried to make a charge with his knights from where he was standing to my bolt thrower, and he failed it. So now he's just moved a couple of inches forward. His archers rallied on the side, and he moved up his general, which I think he forgot last turn. His blocks just keep on moving up, and the handgunners on the hill are still. They're still not doing anything. They're just standing there. Next picture. So, as you can see here, this is my turn again. His magic didn't do anything. It was the same as last turn. He just did some buffs. I dispelled the one that actually can do some damage at me, the 1 damage spell, and that's about it. None of his shooting was in range, and his magic didn't do anything. So it's the game was actually quite fast that way, especially when he missed the cannons. So, still now I was able to move up my fire mage outside of the range of everything. I moved up my Silverhams to block that unit, which I now see maybe wasn't that big of a deal. I could easily just charge there, but what I wanted was just to buy more time. If I sacrifice them, he cannot move past them, cannot charge past them. That's how I position them, so we need to charge them, and he will use one more round just to defeat them and turn around and face the battlefield again, and by then I will have the reavers ready to stop. So it was all just a way to buy time, to be able to clean up the other flank, shoot down his knights, maybe take down his swordmasters and weaken him a little. So this was after my magic phase. I did some damage to his unit with knights. I think mostly it was bolt throwers, but as you can see, his whole block of halberdiers there are almost wiped out. And the reason for that was I did manage to take a breath weapon all over them with my fire mage, and I got off the flaming sword of ruin. So suddenly I was winning everything on 2s, and I think I hit like 22, and I killed like 18 or something. So that was a really nice breath. But as I said earlier, now that I look bad at it, I should maybe not be focusing on a unit like that. I will not be able to take out enough with this type of style of army. But this is my first time playing MSU, so I'm trying to make notes every time I learn something. And without a doubt, you need to focus on key units and elements in the opponent's army you need to take out. Not just like in the normal game where you need to focus on specific unit during the specific time, like what units come to you first, kill the things that can screw you up, like redirectors and stuff. But here I need to just focus on few things, take out some points, make sure I get it, and just stay alive. He can't catch me. So that's a note to take to the next game. As you can see here, it's his turn again, after I did desecrate his unit. This time he actually did manage to get a charge off to my... this is actually quite nice. His general charged my silver helms, and what that made is made them flee. So this picture is the end of his turn, Empire turn 3. So I failed my tests. My silver helms ran off the table, and he just, alright, I'm just try to redirect, and he tried to redirect to my archer unit. So that obviously didn't work. His demigryph tried to charge. No, his demigryph charged my bolt thrower, and of course he killed it. And when unit was destroyed, my reavers fled. So that's where you can see why they're in such a peculiar position. And was running up. You can also see, it's not that easy to see from here, but the unit which with knights was shut down to just 2 units. They charged a bolt thrower on the hill. They managed it, and then they overrun, and he ran straight into the Phoenix. And that was quite funny because I positioned the Phoenix in a way where I will be able to see him wherever he go after he actually killed me on the charge. So my like countercharge him and just kill it out. But as he said, this opponent is actually quite nice. He just said, I wanted to see what that thing does. He's never played against it before, so I charge. I just keep on overrunning after the charge and straight into it. Yeah, I love that. He's a curious guy and he wants to know how it works, I guess. Other than that, he didn't do too much. He just moved up and buffed his army again. His magic's still doing nothing. So we go to High Elf turn 3. We're still fighting down there. I've wheeled my archers, my 1 archer unit, to be able to shoot down his archers, which we're having a little shooting fight there with the sisters and them. So my 15 archers and 4 sisters and them too are shooting against them to try to wipe each other out. They're just a way to isolate and try to make points on this flank. Other than that, I moved up my my generals and my general and my level 2 fire mage, dragon mage. So as you can see, I moved in up to the building, right next to the building, as you can see there, the green one. The other one is just standing ready for whatever he's needed to do. He's mostly casting fireballs and such. He didn't get too much through. And what was interesting here, the reason I flew up like this was I'm outside all of his units except 1 unit. So my plan was I got close enough to take Fate of Bunya. I'm of course death with my level 4. If I forgot to mention that. To be able to take him down. I think I got the spell through, but I didn't do any damage. So that was really unfortunate. In the shooting phase, I did try to decide to shoot at this 1 small block in front of me. I knew he was going to charge me, but I also knew I'm easily winning that combat. So, as I said earlier, I did make a note that I need to take my damage to where to the units I actually need to kill, where the points are. So I wanted to spare the breath weapon to be able to take out his sword masters after I take down his generals. So as you can see now, it's Empire turn 4, and he charged the dragon. He got in the flank. He charged his demigryph into the side of the archer, which I proposed needed to stand like this, so he couldn't be able to overrun in a way where he can actually help out with the dragons. And my fleeing reavers, which rallied last turn, just got charged. Was no point in fleeing; he will just flee off the table. But here's the interesting thing, because last time, no, actually I did get one wound through last turn with the fate, and no, I didn't. Right now he just charged me, that's right, and he moved his swordmaster around in a position where he wanted to be able to make a rare charge on me, but he didn't. He wasn't able to get close enough to actually make it a rare. We measured it, and this is only the flank. So that's good for me. After the combat and magic, which was only buffs again, mostly, he destroyed my reavers and my archers. The one attachment turned to face the dragon. The other one, well, it's kind of a weird overrun, so he's kind of stuck by the table edge with his demigryph knights. Other than that, he should have away a lot of sisters, as you can see. Haven't managed to take them out last turn. And this is where I killed, like, there were 15 or so. I killed them down to 2 with my dragon. And that's when I heard they're stubborn, because they're a detachment to the greatsword and they are stubborn. Oh my god, I'm sure he told me. I'm just totally forgot about it. And then of course I made the breath weapon on that unit last time, but well, now I'm stubborn there. Next time is his next time I will need to fight, get free on my turn, then he will be able to charge me on his turn with his on my general with all these units, his greatsword, his attachment, and his dragon, and that will be so dangerous. Oh wow, I'm so bad I didn't see that. Okay, next one. Now we're on my turn. I flew up my dragon to be able to be in a safe position. Now I only want to spare points. I'm trying to get my BSB and Eagle up to be able to get close enough to give in maybe a turn or two to give a reroll to my general, because I saw this fight will be extremely important. So okay, let's see here now. Next picture. I was able to kill off the unit, and I also this turn I was able to kill off his knights with the Frost Start Phoenix, which actually it took me 2-3 turns to actually take them down. They were really durable, but he didn't manage to take any wounds to Frost Start Show. Now I'm getting the Frost Start ready to help against halberdiers and be able to maybe take them down, or even his demigryph, which are coming really hard on my flank. So here's just about preserving points. I position my general such at the end of the phase that his main dragon are in my front, and the other one is in my side. So I want to be able to flee. And what's important now is that I can flee over the house, because if I flew from his dragon, I will now it's not a dragon, it's a hippogriff. I will just flew downward, and he will be so close to his detachment and others, so he will just run my general down. So I need to position myself like a way where I can flee over the house. And it's Empire turn 5, and Fate did give him stupidity last turn. I did manage to get off a stupidity. Now I Fate to booyah on my last turn. And this time he rolled too high. And the BSB was too far away, so he actually just was stupid in the turn which he can make that devastating charge, which actually was the one charge that most likely will kill me, because he's a flyer. Either way, where I'm fleeing, he will most likely catch me, and he didn't make his test. Oh, that was just so unlucky for him and so lucky for me. As you can see on the next picture, he charged me. I flew over the house and in a safe position. He managed to get up his demogryph and he charged the archers, so they shoot, but they will surely lose down there. Okay, so yeah, same picture. So now we have High Elf turn 5. He just wiped out the archers. I got in with Frost Phoenix, I killed him, I overran. No, I got in, I charged, he fled, and I took him down. And now my Hippogriff are just standing right in front of his demogryph. So, but I didn't manage to take out that big unit. That was good, but now I need to fight off a lot of them, 3 demogryph alone. And what's worse is, my general failed his rally test. So he actually fled, and I was so scared he will flew the same direction. He's so close to the table edge, but I only rolled like a 4. Still on the table, and that just, wow. That can be really ugly right there. So Empire turn 6, he charged with his demogryph knights. He tried to fly away from my general to make sure I don't get any snipe spell, more snipe spell off from him. And yeah, nothing much happening here. Here you can see my last turn, and this was quite devastating. My general managed his rally, so he didn't run off the table. But in the last combat, in the last turn, his demogryph knight was able to win the combat by, I think it was 1. So I had a leech bait, and yeah, I failed it, and he ran. And this is, you can see where my BSB were. It was not far away. Last turn, I could easily have moved him down, putting him in a safe position. He cannot be overrun, he cannot be shoot down, not anything. He would be in a safe position on my last turn. No, before the last fight. This was the last turn of the game. And I will have a reroll on that, and I wouldn't have lost, most likely wouldn't have lost my Frost Phoenix. So that's a note to me for next game. Position my BSB a lot better, and make sure I know what units I want to take out. This ended up a small victory for me. I won 12-8, so with a really nice opponent and one of the most beautiful armies there, without a doubt. So thanks to him, and thanks for watching.